Well, hi friends, it's Amanda. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are talking about all things glue for our art journaling. And there is a lot of glue that you can choose to use in your art journals. And some are better used than others at certain times. I want to talk to you about that. And if you have just one glue in your arsenal, you're either not going to be able to do all the things that you want to do with it, or you're going to be wasting a lot of money. Okay, let's talk about something that is something I didn't think about when using an art journal for the pages is hot glue. And of course you're going to use hot glue in your art journal. I've seen people place some hot glue on there and bunch up some ribbon. I've seen them put a chipboard piece down over some lace, and that works. The only thing with hot glue is that everyday hot glue is not archival. And archival just means that it's going to last. It doesn't have acid properties, which will eat your paper or damage your paper or ruin your photos. It's not mandatory unless you want it to live on for the next 80 years. If you're just doing it for yourself, then of course use hot glue gun. But you can get hot glue sticks that are actually archival. They are, of course, more money, but that's okay. They are museum quality. And you can use archival glue sticks, hot glue sticks, in your hot glue gun if you're worried about it, or you can just use regular hot glue. All right. We know hot glue can be used for lots of things, and we like that things can be bumpy or 3D, or they also know that the problem with hot glue is that it is bumpy and it is 3D. So we use it when we need to use it, which you guys probably understand the issues with hot glue. Okay, let's talk about glue sticks next. And there are lots of glue sticks on the market: small, medium, large, clear. Goes on clear, goes on purple, goes on blue. Lots of glue sticks out there, right? What are glue sticks good for? Glue sticks are good for thin paper to thin paper. Let me show you, if you use a glue stick, how you want to glue down your paper, okay? This is why I like the colored, because you need to see that it goes all away around it and inside. You do not want to be stingy with your glue stick. This was a glue book, and look how easily it rips up. So I'm just going to add some more glue to it all the way around. Now, if you sew on it, it really doesn't matter, right? But we're talking about glue today. So glue stick is archival, most likely. Acid-free, so that's a good indicator that it is archival. I prefer the larger, fits in my hand better for me, and I prefer the colored. Tombow Mono is a good brand. Oohoo is a good brand, and Funky Stick by Tonic is a good brand. I would buy a good brand, and you can pay, let's just say glue sticks are cheaper than art glitter glue. And that's why you use glue sticks when you do master boards, and you adhere thin pieces of paper to paper, just regular paper. Not a problem. Glue stick it all day long. All right? I would not use a glue stick for pockets, because this has been a glue stick before. A little pressure and I can pull it apart. So when you want to make a pocket, you're going to have a lot of tension, a lot of wear and tear on those lines. So you do not want to use glue sticks for any kind of pocket or anything that's going to be manipulated in any way other than to be taken out and in. So for instance, we're going to take it out of a pocket and into a pocket, or a tag, which we're going to turn around and we're going to write on it. But we're not going to be pulling at the seams, pulling at the adhesion. I hope that makes sense. Another thing that you see used all the time is art glitter glue, which is one of the best glues on the market. I can attest to it. It's been around a really long time. It is archival, permanent, water-based, non-toxic, dries clear if you choose to get that one. It has, if you choose to buy the precision tip, it has a precision mini tip. It's a great glue. It glues actually on top of glittered paper, which is amazing because very little glue will actually adhere to glittered paper. So, Art Glitter Glue is a great glue. The sister to Art Glitter Glue is called Barely Art Glue. This has been on the market for only a few years. This has been on the market many, many, many years. This is tried and true. This is what they're saying is comparable at a little bit reduced price. Not a lot, just a little bit reduced price. This Art Glitter Glue, you never, ever, ever can get, never, ever, ever can it be frozen. Once it gets to the point that it's frozen, it's garbage, throw it out, it won't last. Barely Art Glue is saying that it can freeze and it still can be viable. However, again, Barely Art Glue has been in the market 3 to 5 years. Art Glitter Glue has been on the market, I'm saying at least 20. And we know the quality of this because it's been used and abused time and time again. Now, I'm going to use my Barely Art Glue instead of my Art Glitter because these ones do not have precision tips. And I want to show you how you use Barely Art Glue. Okay. Or Art Glitter. Whoops, I just took off the little thing here. It's going to be time for a new one, I think. When you use Art Glitter Glue or Barely Art Glue, you go around the edges, getting all the edges. You do not have to go in the middle because this glue only needs a little bit. All right? It dries within about 20 seconds. Look, I can't move it anymore. 2 seconds. But it's done. It's good. But you do not have to use all of that glue. I've seen maker after maker go all the way around. Then go all the way inside and stick it down. You're wasting glue. You don't need that much glue, I promise. You just need around the edges to keep it down because the edges, of course, will come up if you don't get it to the edges. But that's it. Only around the edges. It is good for cardstock to paper. It is good to cardstock to cardstock. It's good for pockets. It's good for tags. It's good for journals, you know, for the folios. This is your to-go glue stick and Art Glitter Glue for anything that is not paper, thin paper to thin paper that is, you know, masterboards are a good idea for glue sticks. I would not waste my money using Barely Art Glue on a masterboard, but I would use Barely Art Glue or Art Glitter Glue on pockets. I'd use them attaching elements, focal points, even beads can be used as long as they're flat with Art Glitter or Barely Art Glue. Let me show you one glue that I don't ever see used in the art journaling world, but it is used a lot in the card making world. We're all paper crafters here. This is called a My Sweet Petunia Precision Glue Gun. It's from the makers of the Misty. Some of you don't know what that means, but this is an alternative to taking your glue and closing it every time, putting on the lid every time you put it down. This glue in here is Nuvo. It's a very good glue. Excellent glue. All you have to do is go around the edges. Dries clear, dries fast, is archival, all those things. I would say it's a notch below the art glitter glue, but that's just for me personally. I don't think it is as well. It's as good as art glitter glue. However, I think it's a really good glue, and I will continue to use this until this bottle runs out. When you purchase this precision glue gun, which I'm not affiliate for, you get an extra glue, an empty glue bottle. You can tell that this one is a lot smaller. Oh, maybe not. Let me see if I can bring it up and you can see it. It'll focus in just a minute. The nozzles, this one on the right here is much smaller than this one. So let's bring it down. Okay, great. So I am going to wait until my precision one, and you can even tell the pin, I guess, that goes in this are a little larger too. I'm going to wait for this one to go down, and I've had this for 6 months, and it is this far down. So I use very little of it, and I've never had a problem. Anyways, it has a little tip to hold it, to make sure that nothing gets gunky while you're not using it. Okay? You keep it in this position, in this gun. So we're going to unglue it. Has its own little spot for where the cap goes. You stick it in here. Okay? And in here, there's a silicone pink silicone that has a little raised dot. And when you put it in here, let's see if I can see it. This touches the silicone and it doesn't let air get in there. So when you're gluing, glue on this edge. See how fine it comes out? Glue on this edge. Glue down to make a pocket. Put it on the holder. You don't have to put the pin back in. And there you go, one pocket. This is going to take a few seconds. Like I said, it's not quite as good as art glitter glue. Pretty good though. One pocket already done. All right, and did I have to put a pin in it? No. It can sit there for about 2 days without you moving it. When you have a problem, if there is a problem with it, it'll have a little gunk right here and you pull it off. Or you stick your little pin in when you're done for the day. That's it. So, if you have not yet bought one of these, let me give you a link to a friend who is selling these, her affiliate link. And this is the best glue gun for any kind of paper crafting because you no longer have to use the pin. When you're done, when this glue is done, you just put art glitter glue in it and you've got the best glue in the best glue applicator, I guess, because really it's thin, it's easy on the hands. Can you see that? With nothing. A little tiny amount got put out in 2 seconds, and it's always at the ready because it's down. All right, let's turn this over. Okay, so that's my spiel for my Sweet Petunia's precision glue gun. Highly recommend for anyone and everyone that uses art glitter glue to dump the pin and use the precision glue gun. All right, what's another thing that you can use for pockets? Have you thought about tear and tape or red line tape? Let me get you some tear and tape. They're different. They could be different widths. This is 1/8 inch. This is 1/4 inch. This is very easy to get off. This is called tear and tape. Let's get a piece of paper here. We'll tear us a pocket. Okay, nice little pocket here. We'll put our tear and tape down here. Tear and tape is really good for boxes, 3D items, and the strongest pockets you'll ever need. Nothing is going to get through this tear and tape. Now, do I mean that you should go to the dollar store and get the dollar store tear and tape and expect it to last or hold up like tear and tape or name brand tear and tape? No, I don't. All you have to do, I pull it from the sides here. Pull the top layer off. Bottom layer sticks. There you go. Now, once it's down, okay? If you want some wiggle room, if you're not sure, then you put a little liquid glue on top of it. And then you get a little wiggle room. But in junk journaling, you probably don't need the wiggle room. Push it down. You place it down. Oh, and that's not coming up after it's down. Let's give it one good press. This paper is probably not happy with me. That's not coming up. So, tear and tape is a good tape to use for 3D items and for pockets. I'm just going to give it one more little, let's see if this is up. Woo! That was where the art glitter glue was. Here's again the Nuvo glue. All right, that's the art glitter glue. So you can't, there's nothing coming off. That art glitter glue is not getting through it. This Nuvo glue, I can get it up if I wanted to. So, now it took me a little bit of effort, but let's see about this. If I put it down, all right, good glue. If you like easy and not messy and want a thin amount around, tear and tape or red line tape is a good alternative for your pockets. All right, what about matte medium? Matte medium. Here's some matte medium in a little glue bottle. Little one somewhere around here. Or Mod Podge. Now, matte medium is going to be, these are both sealers and paints. And, is this matte medium? Yeah, matte medium. These are both sealers and paint, sealers and glue. I'm sorry, not paint, sealers and glue. Mod Podge is a craft. Matte medium is an artist grade. I hope that helps. I hope that works. So Mod Podge can leave a finish of semi-gloss, which is this one. It's going to be gloss, a brilliant gloss. This is dishwasher safe also. And this is going to be matte medium, so it's going to be matte medium. When you use matte medium or Mod Podge, you take a glue brush. Give me 1 minute, I'll get it for you. Take a glue brush. I've got to clean this afterwards. Woo! Old. You take some, put some down, put it on top, and then put your medium on top again, making sure to get all the covers. This is also good for paper to paper, even thicker paper. Mr. Holtz would have you believe, and I'm not going to say that he's wrong, that matte medium can hold anything. It's the best glue ever. 3D objects and everything. I've never tried it on 3D objects, so I don't know, but I do know for a fact that it will work as long as you want to put your paper in this, paper product down, put it down, and then put the medium down over it again. That's what's going to seal it matte. And then you can put things on, paint on it, or other kind of things, and not have the paint or the paint seep into it. You can put India ink on this once it's dry, and it will give you a few moments to wipe it off and leave just a small residue. So matte medium is something where you want to make it matte or glossy, depending. You can change the, this is going to turn out glossy, Mod Podge, the glossy, or matte. You know, can choose the matte. I hope this isn't too confusing. To where it's going to be it's going to be matte or glossy or whatever the finish is on top. It's going to hold, and you can put things over it. It's going to seal it. So one thing that you could use this for is masterboards. This would be a great idea. And you wouldn't have, like my masterboards, when I first did them, I was using a glue stick that was clear, and I didn't get all the edges. So using a Mod Podge or a matte medium, you know when all of your edges are good because you go on top and on bottom. So that's a really good. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, finally it stuck down without a problem. It did take a while. I have to admit, this paper is just going to rip if not, but it did take a while to tear and tape. All right, what else do we have? All right, glue tip, matte medium. Matte medium is expensive, I'm not going to lie to you. Why use a matte medium or a Mod Podge on a masterboard when you can use a glue stick? Glue stick might be $2, and I mean, there's a lot in here. I'll tell you the price of this. I think it's $6 or $8. I mean, it lasts a long time, yeah, but a glue stick, you know, the price difference. You could just say the price difference. I've seen lots of people use Tombow Mono green tape and Tombow Mono blue tape. Tombow Mono, this particular one, stays sticky after it's dry. The blue does not. The blue is called Aqua, and it's very watery. And you might get some, let's just see if we can see here. You might get some bubbles. Can you see the ripples here? Can you see there's no ripples here? Okay. Glue stick, it's going to leave some ripples, and it's going to curl up your thin papers for sure. Now that's not going anywhere. That's the Nuvo. It just takes a little bit longer to hold. So a glue stick will leave ripples in your paper, and it will also curl up. And the multi-medium glue, the green glue, if used little enough, it won't do that. Along with your Aqua, the blue glue, it's just very watery. Lots of people swear by it. I've seen one junk journaler use it on everything, and she has good results on it. And it could be just her weather. All right, what else? All right, so how about fabric tack and fabri-fix? Fabric tack is the stronger. Fabri-fix is the least stronger. They're both great glues, and I would use fabric tack or fabri-fix anytime you're using fabric. I would use fabric tack or fabri-fix. It's smelly. It smells like rubber cement. Do you remember that? And it takes off your nail polish, but it works really, really well. I don't know if this is open. No, this one's not open. Let me see if there's one that is open. I thought I brought out two. Let me just see if I can find one that is open, because I did use it. Anytime you want to do anything with fabric, this is how it looks. It looks exactly like rubber cement. You want to use fabri-fix. Just is a glue that works well on fabric. It's the best. And of course, it's all those things: permanent, fabric adhesive, bonds, fabric, leathers, lace, glass, wood, trims, grabs fast, dries clear, acid-free, washable. So it is all the things that it says it is, and it's one of the best. There's hardly any in here, and so I'm going to have to wait and wait and wait and wait for this glue. It's a pain. but it's worth it. I've seen lots of people put it in this sweet sugar bell with a tiny nozzle that looks like it open and closes nice. And then they have a silicone tip on it, and they do leave it right side up because if not, it will explode because it's a beacon glue. And beacon glue seems to explode. They just do. And so this is a lot easier to squeeze than this one. This is very hard to squeeze. This one I can go all the way to my fingers very easily. This one I can't hardly get them. You know what I mean? So lots of people use a sweet sugar bell, which is easy. This is very difficult to squeeze, and that's fabric glue. Okay, last but not least is the PVA. PVA glue. Professional. Archival. Dries clear, remains flexible. Ideal for bookbinding and paper projects. This is expensive. So I use this, I have only used this on my covers, and I will probably only use this for my covers when I'm doing my fabric. I'm sorry, my cardstock covers. Fabric cover, cardstock cover. And I have used fabric on the outside, cardstock on the inside, and so I've used both of these glues for the cover. But this is not something that I'm going to use on everything. It's rather expensive. I hope that's all of them. If there's any other glues that you can think of, let me know. I will try to put prices on the screen for you. I'll do a little research and put prices on the screen as of today, 2014, May. Beginning of May 2014 in my area on Amazon. That should work pretty universal for everyone in the United States. This Yoo-hoo glue or glue stick is good for thin paper upon thin paper masterboards. Check. Good. Precision glue gun. Everyone needs one. Everyone that's a paper crafter. And art glitter glue for pockets, for lace, for trim. No, that's not true. Lace and trim, I would do Fabri-Tac. For tags, for focal points, I would use this glue sparingly, this glue liberally. For fabric, Fabri-Tac, and PVA glue for covers. I think that's all the glue that you should need. If you want hot glue guns, go for it. I would use them now that I know that, you know, they're not archival, but I can get archival if I wish to, and I'm not gonna have it around for 70 years. That's just not me. My kids are not like that. My grandkids might be if I have grandkids. Both of my kids swear they're not going to give me grandkids. My grandkids are from my my husband's side of the family. So, yeah, my bonus kids have given me grandkids, but yeah, no. So, anyways, tangent. I would use this also for buttons. I would use this for buttons as well. What else can I say? Chipboard, I would use this, or a barely art glue or art glitter glue, or hot glue gun. I would definitely not use this on cardstock, or chipboard, or buttons, or elements that I want to stick for sure. Okay? All right, if you have any questions, oh, you know what I didn't talk to you about, is you don't have to use liquid glue. There's such thing as tape runners, and they're very easy, and if you do the edges, do you see how hard I'm ripping this to get it up? And that's it within 2 seconds. So I had to pull it up physically. So if you want pockets down, do along the edges on your pockets. There we go. One pocket. Done. Easy peasy. Now, I'm going to tell you, there is difference in liquid glue or glue sticks. Oh, goodness, what are these called? Tape runners as well. Scrapbooker's adhesive, good. Stampin' Up, good. Gina K, excellent. What else is there? Glue Dots is a great one as well. The stuff that you get at Walmart or the dollar store, don't buy that. Spend a little bit extra, use a little bit less, and you'll come out in the long run the same. The three tapes that I think that every art journaler should have. Glue stick, I recommend the Oohoo, so far so good, and I like the blue. Fabri-Tac art glitter glue with the precision glue gun. I don't think you have to have PVA glue, but I think you need at least the 3 glues with the glue gun. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you think that I'm wrong, which I'm always willing to be educated. I've been in paper crafting for 25 years. I've only done art journaling for a little while. The only new thing to me is the PVA glue. Everything else I've used forever and a day. So let me know what you think, and let me know what works best for you. Thanks, friends. So glad to spend this time with you today.